The Boston Celtics get ready to take on their fourth regular season game tonight versus the Indiana Pacers at home. It's their second home game, and the Celtics have started out this season 3-0, hopefully looking to start out the season 4-0, and we have all news to break down. Looking at Jayson Tatum visiting a school yesterday in Boston to celebrate Halloween, and looking at the injury report up to for tonight's game versus the Indiana Pacers, with the Celtics and the Pacers are going to have for injuries, and how the Celtics are going to have to play this game tonight to continue to get to 4-0. I'm Bruce Veliz, and welcome back to this episode of Celtics Digest. But before we get into any Celtics news, I would like to let you guys know that right around 85% of our viewers are not subscribed, and we'd greatly appreciate it if you guys hit that big old red subscribe button and join the Celtics Digest family. We can't thank everyone enough that's already hit that subscribe button. We are so close to our next goal of 2,000 subscribers, so we can't appreciate everyone that's already hit that subscribe button. But if you guys want to make sure you get Celtics content almost daily, covering post-games, covering live reactions, going over trades, rumors, everything Boston Celtics, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we will be providing that for you guys. Unfortunately, there will be no post-game live tonight, as I will be at the Pacers game tonight in Boston. So if you guys are at the game and you see me, make sure to give a shout out, say hi. But if not, no worries. There'll be a post-game video coming out tomorrow breaking down the Celtics game. But let's dive into the news which we have at hand today. It's talking about Tatum surprising students on Halloween. And this was actually, I saw a post on Reddit from Instagram, and this was very, very cool. The mayor of Boston had Jayson Tatum visit a Hyde Park school on Halloween. Jayson Tatum yesterday had a busy schedule. Even though the Celtics didn't have a game, he still has to prepare, he still has to train for the regular season. And the mayor expressed how she was very thankful for Jayson Tatum to be able to show up to the school and celebrate with the kids. He basically just gave a speech telling them to keep pushing on their goals, keep working towards their dreams, anything is possible, and was just being a nice motivator for the students. And this was really cool to see come from Jayson Tatum, the main superstar of the Celtics team. He is the main focal point, he is the leader. All the kids know who Jayson Tatum is. So for them to see him come into their school was definitely a surprise, and also a great showing for those kids. Also a great character of morale for Jayson Tatum, showing that he cares for the city of Boston. We've already heard how Jayson Tatum has talked about how he's felt more connections to the city of Boston this offseason, seeing how it feels as a second home. And now I think he's trying to embrace those connections by, going to visit schools with kids and actually getting enticed with the city of Boston, which is really, really cool to see from our superstar. Obviously, guys like Marcus Smart have done that in the past. Jrue Holiday is a big community guy, so you'll expect to see those guys do it as well. Jaylen Brown also big in the community, helping out with the NBA PA, also helping out with the city of Boston and doing the juice collabs. Jayson Tatum just adding to that fire is just so great for the Celtics as a great image and great for the NBA, but also great for himself and for how of a person he is, and honestly makes me respect him even more and feel happier that Jayson Tatum is my superstar on my team. But let's look at the injury report news for tonight's game. As you guys know, the Boston Celtics will be taking on the Indiana Pacers tonight, and the Indiana Pacers to me are a surprise team. They've had some really, really good games this season. Guys like Aaron Nesmith will be back in Boston to hopefully get some revenge. We've talked about how he's saying that, calling out those haters, calling out those namesayers. He's definitely going to be looking for some revenge in Boston tonight. But let's look at the injury report. So Bobby Manning tweeted this out and said the Celtics could be facing a short-handed Pacers team tomorrow, saying that Tyrese Halliburton is questionable with an ankle injury, as are Benedict Mathurin with an elbow and Jalen Smith with a knee. He said he wonders if we see some Daniel Tice in Smith's absence, who hasn't played in Boston since the 2022 East Finals. Now, I think this is really, really good for the Boston Celtics, as a team like the Indiana Pacers is a young team. They're looking very, very promising. They've got some young pieces. And guards like Tyrese Halliburton, a guy in Jalen Smith who's a young wing for them, and Benedict Mathurin as well, are very good building block pieces for this team, and they actually help this team win. So if the Celtics are looking to get a win tonight, hopefully if these guys don't play, it will be easier for them to get the win, and it will be looking more like a Washington Wizards type of game. But I don't want to cut out the Indiana Pacers yet. These guys could still play, and these guys could still be impactful pieces. Tyrese Halliburton, the best player on the Indiana Pacers, averages almost a double-double assist and points every single night, one of the best playmakers in the league, one of the best inside scorers in the league at the point guard, very, very crafty guy. Benedict Mathurin, a guy that I'm very high on as well, a nice 2-3 wing that's very explosive. Hasn't really found his rhythm of his shot yet, but once he gets that rhythm, he will be an unstoppable force for this Indiana Pacers team. And then we look at guys like Jalen Smith, who is a young piece drafted by Phoenix, kind of forgotten from, and has kind of worked on his role in Indiana and kind of boosted it and taken over this Daniel Tice spot. Obviously, it would be cool to see Daniel Tice and Aaron Nesmith, the two ex-Celtics, back tonight for the Indiana Pacers. And if Jalen Smith does not play, I would definitely expect to see some Daniel Tice minutes, as their center rotation is a little like lackluster when they already have Obi Toppin, they have Miles Turner, then they'll need someone else to come out there. So Daniel Tice, if Jalen Smith isn't there, will be that guy probably called on, which will be cool to see. But I really want to see how Aaron Nesmith plays against the Boston Celtics. Obviously, like I said, he called out those haters after his big performance, dropping 26 points. He still is going to want to continue to do good, and he's definitely going to show out in front of this Boston crowd tonight. So I definitely would expect him, if he is playing, to have a good game. But looking at the Celtics injuries for tonight's game, we still only have one, and it is a doubtful injury, and that is Neemias Queta, again with some right foot soreness, but he's only doubtful. He's not out, and that is good. The Celtics haven't had that much injury history this season, which is very good. I know we're only 4 games into the season, but the Celtics tend to get hit with the injury bug, and luckily it has not happened to us yet. Hopefully, though, Neemias Queta can get over this leg injury and can actually play for the Boston Celtics. As we mentioned in yesterday's video, Jordan Walsh got sent down to the G League to play with the main Celtics, will not be playing with this main team. So he will not getting any minutes. Neemias Queta, if he's not playing tonight, will not be getting any minutes. So the big man rotation tonight is going to have to be Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford, and then we'll have to look at the likes of Oshae Brissett and Kornet again. Which one will Brad Stevens go out with? I'm hoping he goes with the Oshae Brissett role that he's been doing. It's seeming to work a little bit better, saving Luke Kornet for the end. Luke Kornet played a little bit in that Washington Wizards game towards the end in the fourth quarter, but as we all know, that Washington Wizards game in the fourth quarter kind of got the Wizards back into the game. They made the lead look a lot closer than how the game was actually played. The Celtics actually completely dominated them. We're up by 40 for most of the game, but only ended up losing by like 16, which is actually pretty good for the Wizards. But hopefully the Celtics can win tonight's game versus the Indiana Pacers, start off this season 4-0 and be a true contender in the Eastern Conference. As we already know, they have started this season off 3-0. They've looked dominant so far, playing against the New York Knicks, playing against the Miami Heat, playing against a lackluster team in the Washington Wizards. I think that this Indiana Pacers team kind of falls in between the Knicks and the Heat, so I'm hoping that the Celtics will have another competent game versus another competitive team tonight. And even if they do have injuries with Tyrese Haliburton, Benedict Mathurin, and Jalen Smith, I'm still hoping that the Celtics and the Pacers can bring a competitive game for the fans tonight, as I will be attending, and I want to see a great physical game from both of these teams. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys think that the Celtics will start off the regular season 4-0 tonight, beating in the Indiana Pacers, or do you guys think that they will catch their first loss to this young and improvising team? I'm Bruce Veliz. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Celtics Digest. We can't thank everyone else that's turned into the live streams and to our videos. And if you guys are still at this point in the video and not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we know you guys enjoy the Celtics content if you guys are still here. Thank you guys so much again for all the support. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Bruce Veliz, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great night, and go Celtics.